World War II was the deadliest conflict in human history. Lasting from 1939 to 1945, it involved more than 100 million people from over 30 countries. The war reshaped the world, leading to the rise of new superpowers and the Cold War. But what were the causes, and how did it change the course of history? Segment 1, The Road to War, 045 to 2. Visuals, archival footage of the Treaty of Versailles, Adolf Hitler's speeches, and images of economic instability. The seeds of World War II were sown in the aftermath of World War I. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, imposed heavy reparations on Germany, leaving the country economically crippled. The rise of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party was fueled by promises of restoring Germany's power. By 1939, tensions had reached a breaking point. Hitler's invasion of Poland on September 1, 1939, prompted Britain and France to declare war on Germany, marking the official start of World War II. Segment 2, The Axis Powers Expand, 2 to 4. Visuals, maps of Europe with Germany's expansion, footage of blitzkrieg tactics, Japan's invasion of China. Narrator, the early years of the war saw rapid expansion by the Axis powers, Germany, Italy, and Japan. Hitler's blitzkrieg, or lightning war, tactics overwhelmed much of Europe. By mid-1940, Nazi Germany had conquered Poland, Denmark, Norway, Belgium, and France. Meanwhile, in Asia, Japan had been expanding aggressively, invading China in 1937 and threatening the Pacific region. The world was plunged into chaos as the Axis powers sought domination, leaving nations to either resist or fall under their control. Segment 3, The Allies Fight Back, 4 to 6 visuals. The Battle of Britain, the United States entering the war, Soviet resistance, Pearl Harbor attack. In 1940, Britain under Winston Churchill stood alone against Nazi Germany. The Battle of Britain was a critical turning point as the British Royal Air Force repelled Hitler's attempts to gain air superiority. In 1941, the conflict expanded further. Germany launched Operation Barbarossa, a massive invasion of the Soviet Union, opening up the Eastern Front. At the same time, Japan attacked the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, leading to the United States entering the war. The war had now become truly global. Segment 4, Turning Points. Visuals. The Battle of Stalingrad, D-Day invasion footage, U.S. island-hopping campaign in the Pacific. By 1942, the tide of the war began to turn in favor of the Allies. The Battle of Stalingrad, one of the deadliest battles in history, marked the beginning of the Soviet Union's pushback against Nazi forces. In June 1944, Allied forces launched the D-Day invasion in Normandy, France, liberating Western Europe from Nazi occupation. In the Pacific, the United States began an island-hopping campaign to reclaim territory from Japan. The Axis powers were now on the defensive. Segment, The End of the War, 7:30 to 9. Visuals, the fall of Berlin, atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, celebrations of VE and VJ days. Narrator, by 1945, the Axis powers were crumbling. In Europe, the Soviet Union advanced from the east, while the Allies pressed from the west. On May 8, 1945, Germany surrendered, marking Victory in Europe, or VE Day. In the Pacific, the war continued until August 1945, when the United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Japan surrendered shortly after, bringing an end to World War II on September 2, 1945, known as VJ Day. Visuals, rebuilding after the war, formation of the United Nations, memorials to the fallen. World War II had lasting effects on the world. It led to the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union as global superpowers, setting the stage for the Cold War. The devastation brought a renewed desire for peace, leading to the creation of the United Nations. But above all, World War II stands as a reminder of the horrors of war and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable hardship. Music swells, ending on a solemn note. The sacrifices made by millions should never be forgotten.